welcome Coldwater Faithful to Coach's Corner, heading into Week 13. So we'll recap Week 12, our game versus Huron, and our upcoming game versus Liberty Benton up at Lima Stadium this Saturday at 7 o'clock. So let's review our Huron game. We played Huron last year and up at Findlay and played a really good game and got them. And this year we had to travel to Tiffin, which was about a little over a 2-hour bus ride for us, and on a cold but still night, so it really wasn't too bad for the players. Like the last few weeks, we got off to a pretty good start. We had kicked off and got a 3-and-out and scored pretty easily on several runs by Brody Hoyne, and so we felt like we could control the game. Although Brody got a little sprained ankle early in the first quarter, and so they scored and got it to 7-7. But we came back with 2 scores. With different guys and really kind of got the game under control. Unfortunately, we did have a few injuries throughout the game. We had some guys with some wind knocked out of them and a couple of sprained ankles, but those guys are okay. But unfortunately, Mitch Fulenkamp, possibly the defensive player of the year in the whole state with great statistics, hurt his knee that he had surgery on 2 years ago. So he's questionable right now, I would say. It's the same knee that he hurt earlier 2 years ago, and so we'll keep an eye on him. And then Colin Seitz, our outside linebacker, I got hurt on the second play of the game and he was making a tackle and kind of got bent backwards in the pile, and so he finds out his MRI results on Thursday. So hopefully those two will be okay and be able to play. If not this week, hopefully the next couple weeks. But second half of the game, we got it up to 27, I guess, to 7, and they scored, and it got interesting again. And but then we scored again a couple times and got control of the game. And so, but I guess a good thing is that it was a 4-quarter game. So we had to play 4 quarters for our guys. I think that's good to be tested, and it was a tough physical game. They were a pretty physical team. So, but we came out on top, 40-14, and feel good about that victory going into where we're to the regional finals, which puts us in the final 8, which is another good accomplishment. We won our 11th game again, I think, for the I don't even know, 10th, 11th, 12th straight year, something like that. So real proud of our guys and the staff, and we're really happy with where we are right now. Moving on to Liberty Benton. The Eagles are 12-0 at this point, and so unblemished record, and a really veteran team. I guess concerns are that they're a big and physical team. They remind me of West Jefferson from last year, a group that had a bunch of seniors and a big offensive and defensive line. They're playing really well, and they have some good weapons on offense. A big quarterback that's about 6'4", and runs the ball pretty well. I wouldn't say he's a great thrower, but runs pretty well, and a big fullback about 215, 20 pounds that's really good, and one other wideout kind of slot kind of guy that does some damage to him for him, and so that makes us a little nervous. They got some weapons, and they really would prefer to run the ball, and so they line up with the quarterback under center a lot of the times and run dive option and a little counter and a little toss, and so we really got to focus on that fullback and quarterback and stopping the run. And I think if we can get them in a throwing type game, we'll be where we want to be. Their defense, I guess, fortunately for us, I think 9 of their guys play both ways. So they're going to be out there quite a bit, and they're even on special teams, several of them. And so their defense is a 4-3 defense, and so we've seen that the last 2 weeks, and so that's a good thing where we're seeing the same similar type defense. Again, in one film we saw them blitz quite a bit, and in a couple others we saw them not blitz so much. So I think the key on offense will be getting the ball to our skill guys like we've been able to do here recently, and use our speed to our advantage. And hopefully we didn't do a great job with ball security last week. We threw a couple picks, and 2 of those were just not very good throws. One was tipped, and then we fumbled the ball a few times. We recovered them, but that's not good. So we need to work on the ball security, and but we're feeling our kids feel good. They're into it. Hopefully Mitch and Colin can return this week, but if I were to say right now, I would say probably not. So other guys are going to have to step in there. Mitch Fulenkamp plays defensive tackle, and so Caleb Mayday, who plays in there sometimes, will have to play a little bit more. Corey Selhorst and Blake Spangler will have to fill in his spot, and along with Big Malave Bettinger has been playing a lot more defensive tackle recently. So we got 4 guys that can take those 2 spots and move forward, and hopefully we can get Mitch back. And with Colin, Craig Shanehair is back live, so he can fill in that spot along with Greg Gillen. So we should be okay there. Although Colin has played really well for us. So Lima this Saturday up at Lima, we play Liberty Benton Eagles at 7 p.m. and hopefully the weather will be a little bit better than it has been these last few days. And so we're looking forward to the game. Hopefully you can make it to the game, and if not, hopefully we'll be reporting back in next Tuesday. With another victory and heading on to the Final Four, and hopefully down at UD, something like that. So again, thanks for checking in on Coach's Corner, and go Cavs.